What would you say are some of the biggest health risks facing seniors that you probably won't hear about at the doctor's office? In my conversation with older Americans, one of the things I hear over and over again is the high price people pay for isolation. What if after decades of working, you trade your career for a retirement that feels like a comfortable, solitary confinement? Welcome back to the Finding Meaning and Purpose in Retirement podcast, where we challenge the outdated notion of retirement as an ending and help you ignite your next season. I'm your host, Bill Hennessy. We spend decades planning for financial freedom in retirement, and that's absolutely crucial. But what about life freedom? What about the freedom to thrive, to feel connected, to find purpose? Today, we're talking about a risk that's just as dangerous as market volatility, but one we rarely budget for. It's isolation. The title of this episode says it all: the high cost of isolated retirement, why community is a necessity. Think about the shift that happens in retirement. Your structured day vanishes. The built-in community of your workplace is gone. And for some, that feels like freedom. But for many, many others, it's a sudden and profound silence. That silence is fertile ground for a problem that's truly destructive. This is exactly why isolation is one of the key battles we identify and address in Step 4, Surround, of my 7-step retirement ignition method. I want you to remember this phrase: isolation is a silent thief, and his goal is to take away your meaningful life. Why is it a thief? Because it steals more than just your social calendar. It steals your health. Studies show that chronic illness is linked to higher stress hormones, increased risk of heart disease, and cognitive decline. Your well-being isn't just about what you eat or how much you exercise, it's about who you share life with. A strong social network is a critical pillar to longevity, just as much as diet and exercise. Isolation steals your perspective. When you're isolated, your world shrinks down to your own worries and your own four walls, and you lose the benefit of external viewpoints, the laughter, the shared problem-solving that comes from connection. And most importantly, it steals your purpose. When you stop contributing to a community, even in small ways, whether it's mentoring a friend or volunteering in a charity, you lose all vital sense of being needed, which is the fuel for an ignited retirement. If you're financially secure but socially disconnected, you haven't retired successfully. You've just created a very comfortable form of solitary confinement. So if isolation is a thief, what's the remedy? Well, that's community. And this leads to the second core principle of an ignited retirement. Community is a necessity, not a luxury. Let's reframe how we think about social connection. It's not something you do if you have extra time. It's a foundational requirement for a flourishing life, much like having a roof over your head or food on the table. For retirees, community provides 3 essential forms of wealth. Emotional wealth. This is the support system. It's knowing who you can call at 2 a.m. It's having friends who challenge you and celebrate you. It's the bedrock that allows you to face the inevitable ups and downs of life after work. Secondly, intellectual wealth. Community keeps your mind sharp. It provides opportunities for learning, sharing, expertise, and engaging in stimulating conversations that you might miss from your professional life. Learning a new language with a group, joining a book club, or teaching a skill, these are all intellectually enriching community activities. Purpose wealth. A true community gives you a role. Whether you're organizing a neighborhood block party or serving on a nonprofit board or simply being the go-to grandparent, having a defined role within a group provides structure and meaning that money alone can never buy. You need to build a social portfolio that's just as diverse and robust as your financial portfolio. You need different groups for different purposes. A core group of close friends, a family support network, a group for shared interests like hiking or golf, a group for meaningful contribution like volunteering in your church. The next thing is igniting your community. So how do we shift from knowing community is important to actively building it? This requires being intentional. You can't wait for community to knock on your door. You have to go build the door. Here's 3 ways to start igniting your social portfolio. Number 1, re-engage an old flame. Your hobbies. What did you love doing before work consumed your life? Did you play tennis? Did you paint? Did you study history? Revisit that passion, but do it in a group setting. Join a local tennis league, sign up for a community art class, find a local historical society. The activity you do is a common ground and people become your community. Number 2, be the initiator, not just the recipient. When you were working, meetings were scheduled for you. Now you're the CEO of your social calendar. Take the initiative, host that dinner, schedule that coffee date, propose the volunteer project. Don't wait for others to invite you. Be the one who extends the invitation. Start small. Reach out to 3 people this week that you haven't talked to in 6 months. Third, embrace the third place. We all have a first place. That's our home. We also have a second place, our work or our past. What's your third place? A neutral public gathering spot where you can casually interact. A local coffee shop, the library, a dog park, a gym, a community center. Being a regular at one of these spots means you see familiar faces, leading to casual conversation. Retirement is meant to be a time of profound fulfillment, not retreat. Don't let isolation, the silent thief, steal joy and meaning, something that you work so hard to earn. The message today is simple and vital. Community is your lifeline, your safety net, and your biggest source of purpose. Make social planning a priority equal to your financial planning. Go build that door. Don't just listen to the message of community. Come live it. I'm inviting you to take the next step and join me for Ignite Your Retirement Retreat in beautiful Branson, Missouri from May 18th to the 21st. The retreat is a dedicated opportunity to build that social portfolio we talked about today, giving you intentional days and to create lasting new friendships built on common ground, finally ending the isolation that often creeps into retirement. If you're ready to stop waiting for community to knock and instead build the door, you don't want to miss this transforming event. Visit and click on the Retreat tab at retirementigniter.com. I hope to see you there. Your assignment this week, you need to schedule one intentional face-to-face social engagement. Thank you for tuning in to Finding Meaning and Purpose in Retirement. Join us next time when we discuss how to turn your biggest weakness into your greatest strength. Until then, keep igniting your future.